That's what I can tell you. That's not a good look for Eric Craddock that wants to be the next sheriff. As a matter of fact, Eric Craddock, if you're watching this, I will be demanding your resignation. You didn't see what I did to the chief of police in Chatham County. That man's no longer working. They gave him the opportunity to serve out his term. To serve out his term. I did it diplomatically, did it all behind the scenes, and that man is no longer the chief of police of Chatham County. What do you think I'm going to do to you after you arrested me? He just constrained my voice and tried to put up some signs for no loitering in the wrong area. I can tell you, Eric Craddock, you're on borrowed time. Whoever it is, I'm a conservative, true and blue conservative. And at this point, I'm willing to bend my rule of a down ticket. I will support a Democrat over your sorry ass.
But the fact of the matter is Jeff Hadley hasn't been leading police since late March, and we're now in near July. The public has been kept in the dark about it all. For months, Chatham County officials have been working behind the scenes to absorb the private fire department starting July 1st. By all accounts, it's a monumental task. It's for that reason that last fall, County Manager Michael Kegler tapped Police Chief Jeff Hadley to lead up the transition team.
Chief Hadley, in his previous role, he was over public safety in Kalamazoo, Michigan, so he handled police and fire there too.
In the beginning, Hadley says he was pulling double duty, leading police and the special project. But by the spring, the county and Hadley knew something had to change.
It eventually got to where the work was, more and more. And so Mr. Kegler had asked Chief Tolbert if she'd be the acting chief for a time until we got through this transition.
And Acting Chief Julia Tolbert is going to be leading Chatham County Police as long as Jeff Hadley is on that special assignment. I asked him for a timetable. He tells me the work will dictate that, but he says he fully intends on returning to the helm of Chatham County Police. In Savannah, I'm Andy Cole, WJCL 22 News.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure by now most of you have seen what's been going on outside of Quentin Simon's home ever since his mother, Leilani Simon, was named the prime suspect. Protesters have been arrested on more than one occasion, and today, Dolly Vision was even arrested. Chatham County just released this statement today about the protesters. Over the last 3 weeks, while our officers have been focused on finding Quentin Simon, a growing number of people calling themselves protesters have gathered outside of Quentin's home on Buckhalter Road. While Chatham County Police Department supports everyone's right to peacefully protest, we also support the rights of citizens to live in a peaceful environment. The people on Buckhalter Road calling themselves peaceful protesters have made that nearly impossible. Since October 12th, when the first YouTube protesters arrived, we have responded to over 50 calls for service in the 500 block of Buckhalter Road, and we have made multiple arrests. This has taken precious resources away from our department at a time when we are focused on the most massive investigation in the history of our PD. Many of the people claiming to want justice for Quentin have turned this tragic and heartbreaking case into a money-making circus. They have made it impossible for those who live in the area to enjoy the peace and tranquility of their homes. This is unacceptable and has to stop. Over the next few days, we will be unveiling some measures to limit this disruption to this small community. Neighborhoods have had to endure more than their fair share of noise, vulgarity, and police presence over the last 3 weeks. We will do everything we can to once again give them a sense of normalcy. This afternoon, some of the protesters moved to Chatham County Police Department headquarters at 295 Police Memorial Drive. This is a much more appropriate place to hold such a protest. Thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor.
Where little Quentin Simon was last seen. Police are cracking down on hecklers who have berated Quentin's family and neighbors for weeks. Our Andy Cole reports on the new measures Chatham County Police have.
You hear that? It's something that's been hard to come by over the last few weeks. It's peace, thanks to this sign, or really what the sign means. Since Quentin Simon went missing from his Savannah home on October 5th, hecklers have dominated Buckhalter Road. They've screamed words we can't say on TV, got into disputes with themselves, and some have streamed the entire thing on YouTube. We told you Thursday that a fifth heckler, YouTuber Jimmy Williams, who goes by Dolly, was arrested for simple battery and disorderly conduct. That's not to mention, officers were dispatched to Quentin's home 50 times since October 5th. It seems that Chatham County's police chief has had enough. Chief Jeff Hadley said in a statement Thursday that the hecklers were turning the case into a, quote, money-making circus and promised measures to limit the disruption they caused. Chief Hadley delivered. On Friday, police began enforcing 2 county ordinances. CCPD is now requiring a permit to protest on Buckhalter Road, signed by the county manager. Protest, according to police, means anything that could impede vehicular traffic. Police are also now enforcing a loitering ordinance from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. 3 new signs now greet drivers. One is strategically placed in front of Quentin's home. For now, the measures seem to be working, but only time will tell. In Chatham County, I'm Andy Cole.
You didn't get anybody fired. You didn't get anybody demoted. You didn't get anybody transferred. You just gave everybody a headache. You're a heckler. That's what you are, okay? And you're not going to do anything in this case either, except probably go back to jail and annoy some more people. That's all you're going to do.